Okay, so here we are with all our ingredients for our what I call kiss cookies, or you may have heard of as peanut blossoms. We got your flour, sugar, brown sugar, vanilla, eggs, milk, butter, baking soda, peanut butter, and salt. And now I will show you how to put them all together and get cookies at the end. And that is an excellent goal. Am I right? Everyone likes cookies. So, are you ready? Let's go. Okay, first things first, you're going to preheat your oven to 375. Okay, so you're going to start by creaming together your half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick. You can also use half a cup of shortening like Crisco, but I just use butter. And half a cup of peanut butter. So you just put those together and just cream them together like so. Okay, so next we have to add 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of milk, and 1 teaspoon vanilla. I like to be super generous when it comes to putting vanilla in cookies. I usually will pour right over the bowl and let it overflow, sometimes to the point of putting in like twice as much. But that is a matter of taste. So if you don't like having a lot of that vanilla-y sort of taste in your cookies, don't do that. Just put in the 1 teaspoon. It's totally up to you. So anyway, you put in those 3 ingredients and then mix together well. So now what you're going to do is in a separate bowl, you're going to mix together 1 3/4 cups of your flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt. And you're going to mix those together in your separate bowl, and then you're going to add it slowly to this mixture. So that's 1 3/4 cups flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, half a teaspoon salt, in a separate bowl. Add slowly to this mixture. Be sure to level off your flour measurements like that. Otherwise, it will not be an accurate measure. So when you measure the cup and the half cup and the 1/4 cup to equal your 1 3/4 cups, just be sure to level it off. Otherwise, it won't be accurate, and that would be sad. Okay, so this is the part of the process where having a stand mixer like this comes in really handy, because mixing the dry ingredients in slowly is super easy when you can just let the mixer do the work for you and stand here and slowly pour the dry ingredients in. If you don't have a stand mixer and you can't just do this, then, just put a little in and then mix for a little while, and then pour a little in and mix for a little while, etc. And eventually you get everything incorporated. And you notice how the dry ingredients are sort of sticking there at the sides. Every once in a while you can stop the mixer, pull that out, and take a spatula like so, and just kind of scrape the sides like that, and get the stuff from the sides away from the sides like that, and make sure that it's getting incorporated properly. Okay, so now you've got your dough all mixed up. What you want to do is make little vaguely golf ball sized balls of dough like so, depending on what you want your ratio, your ultimate ratio of cookie to Hershey's Kiss to be. More cookie and less Kiss equals more dough, less cookie, less dough. And then you're going to roll the ball of dough in sugar, which you put in a little bowl, and then stick it on a plate for later. Okay, now we're going to put them in and bake them at 375 in our preheated oven for about 8 minutes. Save time and unwrap your kisses and start preparing your next batch of cookies while your first batch of cookies is baking. When the tops have started to crack like that, or after about 8 minutes, whichever comes second, then the cookies are ready for you to put your kisses on, like so. Just sort of plop them down there in the center. And then you will put the cookies back into the oven for a further 2 or 3 minutes or so, 2 to 4 minutes, until they start to turn golden brown. And then they're done. Once they've started to turn golden brown, they're all done. Don't leave them in for too long once you've put the kisses on, of course, or else the kisses will start to melt, and then they would just look silly, wouldn't they? So that is how you make kiss cookies, otherwise known more boringly as peanut blossoms. So there you have it. Get baking and enjoy.